Hi everyone, and welcome back to the René of Paris channel. My name is Abby Andrew and I'm the Alopecia ambassador for this channel, meaning that I talk about wigs from the perspective of someone who wears wigs daily and has been dealing with hair loss since about the age of 2 years old. In today's video, I wanted to take you along with me as I get ready for a beach day with wigs and wearing waterproof makeup to cover up alopecia. Of course, all of these steps I'm going to talk about in this video are optional because if you're going out for a beach day and you have alopecia, feel free to go without a wig, without makeup. These are just things that make me feel more comfortable wearing a wig and a little bit of waterproof makeup for a day on the beach. So I'm going to walk you through all of the steps that I take to have skin protection with SPF and waterproof makeup, as well as how I prepare my wig and which wigs that I choose to wear on the beach. When you're wearing a wig on the beach, I don't recommend that you use your brand new favorite wig. I tend to use the wig that I've had in my collection for a while, maybe an older one that's not in the best shape. And I'll also show you how to keep older wigs looking nice, so you don't have to use your favorite wig on the beach, but you can still make sure your wig looks nice anyway. The wig that I'm wearing today is this one, which is a Tatum wig that has been in my collection for a while, so it's a bit older now. So it's not in the best shape, but it's not bad. But I will show you how I style it to make sure it still looks nice, but still not wearing my nicest wig that I have on the beach. If you're a daily wig wearer, you know that synthetic wigs don't last forever. So when I have older wigs that I've since replaced and I have the newer one that I want to keep looking nice, then I tend to keep those old wigs to wear for situations like wearing to the gym or wearing to the beach or pool. But first, let's go ahead and jump into the makeup routine. This is going to be a very simple makeup routine, and it's going to especially focus on skincare to keep your skin protected in the sun. So the first thing I'm going to start off with is an SPF. So there are SPF face moisturizers designed specifically for your face, so you don't have to wear anything too harsh, and it will still be a really high SPF to keep your skin nice and safe from the sun. Because as we all know, that's the #1 way to prevent aging and keep your skin looking nice and healthy and youthful. The tricky part that I will address in this video is that once you put SPF on your skin, it kind of makes the rest of the makeup a little bit more oily and makes it a little bit harder to keep it long lasting, but I will talk about steps to keep the makeup long lasting throughout the day. So after I put the SPF on, I try to let my skin kind of absorb it for a bit before continuing with the rest of the makeup. Next, what I do is put on a little bit of concealer. This is of course optional because some people don't like to wear any makeup on the beach, but I just wear a tiny bit of this very translucent concealer from e.l.f. that I just feel makes my skin a nice even tone. You can also get face moisturizers or maybe a BB cream or a tinted moisturizer that will give you a little bit of cover up without being anything too intense, because you probably don't want to wear anything thick like thick foundation on a hot beach day. Now let's talk about brows. There are a few different brow products designed specifically to be waterproof, and I highly recommend using one of these because if you're going to be going in the water, you want to make sure your brows are long lasting. One product that I use that I'm not showing in this video is one called Wonder Brow, which is really fantastic, and I feel that that's a fantastic option to have a waterproof, long-lasting brow. But in this video, I'm going to be trying out a new product that also is waterproof, and we'll test it out throughout this video and see how long it lasts. This is the type of product for brows that I've gotten into recently that I find very, very helpful. If you look at the tip of this pencil, it gives you the effect of having individual brow hair strokes because you have these 3 little prongs, and it's kind of like liquid eyeliner, but it's for your brows and it is in a nice neutral brown color. When trying out a new brow product, there is a bit of trial and error to see which ones last best and work best for your skin type. This is a new one that I'm trying, and I liked it pretty well for this video, but it's always great to test it out. When I'm putting this on top of a freshly moisturized face, or if I just put sunscreen on, sometimes it doesn't really last as well because the sunscreen makes it a little bit more oily and makes it easier to wipe off. So I would recommend waiting for the moisturizer to completely absorb into your skin, or maybe put some powder on your brow area first before applying it, and that will help it last a lot longer. I tried to apply it first without doing that, and it was really easy to wipe off, but once I tried it for a second time and I made sure to use a little bit of powder first, then it lasted much, much better and lasted throughout the day at the beach. Next, I'm going to be applying a little bit of this waterproof liquid eyeliner. Again, this is optional, but wearing black liquid eyeliner, in my opinion, kind of covers up the fact that I don't have eyelashes and makes me feel more comfortable, but you don't have to do this unless you want to. I like to add a little bit of a thin line on my eyelid and then make a little bit of a cat eye as well to create the illusion of having eyelashes. To help the brows and eyeliner last longer, I use a tiny bit of translucent powder just to help absorb any excess oils or moisturizers in my face to help it keep from rubbing off throughout the day. On top of this, I also use a very light misting of setting spray to help keep it lasting even longer. Instead of using things like powder brush or powder concealer, I like to actually use a little bit of a lip balm on my lips, and then I take a little bit of that colored lip balm from my lip and I put it on my cheek just for a little bit of extra cheek color without using anything too drying. And that's pretty much all I do for my makeup. I like to keep it very simple. Day-to-day makeup, I usually tend to wear lashes and maybe a little bit more eyeshadow and things like that, but for the beach, I like to keep it very, very simple, pretty much just brows and a little bit of eyeliner. Now let's get into wig care and how I prepare my wigs for the beach. My number one tip for wearing wigs on the beach is not to wear your favorite or newest wig on the beach, because even though things like wearing it in the water aren't going to damage it badly, it's just not the best for the hair, so I like to use wigs that are almost retired in my collection but still nice enough to wear out. If you're someone that's worn wigs for a long time, you know that synthetic wigs do have a lifespan, and once they get older and you replace them, I like to use those older wigs to use for other purposes like wearing to the gym or wearing to the beach or the pool. This Tatum is a couple months old now. I've been wearing it pretty frequently, so it's just about time to replace it, but now that it's been replaced, I like to wear it on the beach instead. So one thing I like to do is either just put it up into a bun or ponytail because that covers up any friction frizz that the hair might have picked up from age, and then it still looks nice in the front, and any sort of friction frizz is just covered up by that ponytail or that bun. Another option you can do is using the René of Paris hot tool designed for synthetic wigs. This is a fantastic way to keep older wigs looking nice and new because it helps kind of tame that friction frizz down, it helps keep any sort of kinks in the hair that it's picked up over time and just straighten it out, maybe add a nice wave to it, and just keep that wig looking nice and fresh. So I'm just running this hot tool through my Tatum just to help restore the nice straight look to it and giving it a nice little wave at the bottom. So once your wig starts getting older, this is a great way to kind of restore any issues the wig has picked up over the months. After running the hot tool through it a few times, I like to also still put it into a bun or ponytail because again, that hides any sort of imperfections in the hair that the wig has just from being older in your collection. So it's a great way to repurpose wigs that might have otherwise been retired in your collection but still use them for things like wearing it to the beach. This makeup routine tends to last me throughout the day and stays nice even in the hot sun and the warm weather. I did also test wearing my wig underwater, and I found that if the wig cap was tight enough and I was just a little extra cautious, I could actually wear it underwater completely without the wig falling off, but definitely take caution because sometimes the water pressure can knock off the wig if you're not careful, and if you're someone who's really, really insecure about your wig coming off in public, you just want to use a little bit of extra caution. But I did test it and it was possible, so definitely try it out for yourself and let us know how it goes in the comments. Let me know in the comments below if you picked up any tips from this video and you think that you're going to use them on your next trip to the beach. If you have any favorite brow products for alopecia, definitely leave those below as well because I know that's a really popular topic in the alopecia community. Thank you so much for watching this video, and if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. If you want to learn more about any of our other wigs, you can visit our website at reneofparis.com. Thanks so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in the next one.